Saskia. First of all, thank you very much on behalf of DakshinaChitra and the team behind Utsavam for agreeing to be part of this symposium this year. We are all very excited about your participation and eagerly looking forward to hearing whatever you have to say and share with us. The first point that I would like to ask you to talk about is what you think of this concept of an immersion, of a symposium, of a demystifying of a subject related to the arts, and to bridge the divide between the artist on the platform and the audience who's listening or seeing the artist.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you because I think this is for me also an opportunity to celebrate South Indian music and dance. So I'm very happy to be part of DakshinaChitra's Jubilee, and especially the formula of immersion I find very interesting, because actually immersion means a return to the old modes of communication. In the past and still in the countryside, people are still fully immersed in culture. It means they are there physically, they hear, they see, they can touch, they can smell, they can taste, they get prasadam. It's a sensuous event. But with the coming of modernity and the proscenium stage, a big divide has emerged between what happens on stage. So actually, what is happening in immersion is that there is a return back into the natural lifestyle of the performing arts. With the coming of the proscenium stage, it so happened that the performer and the audience are very separated, and somehow they call it the fifth wall. It can no longer be connecting the way it did in the countryside. So an immersion means that we are again close, that we can ask questions, that we can have a direct interaction, and there is an environment which is very close to a natural setting. So that is why I'm very enthusiastic to take the younger generation that is living in the city into this old environment, which is actually not old. It is contemporary, but it's just a few miles away. So what it takes is to get into the car and move to a center, move to a temple, or to a center like DakshinaChitra.
Saskia, you're going to be talking about the time that you spent with Srimati Ranganayaki, who was one of the last Devadasis, right, associated with the Tirutani temple. And could you tell us something about her art, the technique or the lifestyle that it was, that is now lost almost for all practical purposes, and how we can talk about the relevance of that lost art or lifestyle in today's times, because I think it has been relevant for all times. It's just that we need to trace the relevance. So could you talk a little about that?
Yes, I'll take the word relevance from the question which Ranganayaki posed to me. I studied with Ranganayaki between 1977 and 1987, and still continued my contact with her up to 1999. She passed away in 2005, and she was very disturbed about the new kind of India which presented itself to her. And her question was Yenda Prayogam. What is the use? What is the application? What is the purpose? And for her, in her time, she had a murray. She had a task. She had a task which was legitimate, which was hereditary, and which made sense. But after 1947, the Devadasi Act, she landed in a world which was no longer hers and which didn't recognize her values. And her values were to dance for Murugan, and especially to sing, but also for the king of Karvetinagar. Basically, her identity was to be a Chaladevi, a walking goddess among us, and to bring to the people, the god, the king, Mangalam, auspiciousness. So all the dance was the singing, the dancing, the ritual actions were kind of related to Mangalam, creating Mangalam. And for that, it was not necessary to play to the galleries or to play to any public. She was not in an artistic effort, she was in a ritual effort. Main thing was that her art worked. that it took away evil eye, that it created a happy atmosphere, and that is totally different from what we have today. Because today there is a kind of importance to the beauty of the movement, to the beauty of the costume, to the beauty of the kind of apt presentation, the concept, the idea. Her art was not conceptual. It was also not beautiful in the modern way. It was beautiful in an old-time charm. I remember my dance master, Kandapa Ganesha, the son of Kandapa, and he saw Pushpanjali, which you will be seeing or hearing in DakshinaChitra, and he said, "This is very simple, but very beautiful." So in its simplicity, it was beautiful. And its purpose was to create Mangalam. Now, this Prayogam question is a question which we will take up with the younger generation and the public. Yenda Prayogam, what is your purpose?
Thank you, Saskia. That's fantastic. We're really looking forward to it.
Thank you very much.